Hello, world, and welcome to Drea Vibes. All right, today I have Harlem's very own R2R Mo, Mr. R2R, in the building at Drea Vibes.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
site, on deck. How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm feeling great.
I know you are. You always had such great energy, and I remember the first time we met. And this was before I had actually personally met you, but I've been knowing about you through Sick and everybody. And I was like, oh yeah, I like that kid. You came in there. He turned the whole SoundCloud office up, to be honest.
Man, we was in there taking pictures with the bucket hats and money in our bucket hats.
Yeah, saying hey to everybody, making his presence known. And I know that you have been part of such a profound wave coming out of New York.
Sure.
And being a young black man out of Harlem, carrying that with you and the music that you got behind you and the people around you. I know that's a lot, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we're going to get into a lot of your influences and all that stuff that helps shape your taste and sound here today at Drea Vibes. But first, I got to break the ice and ask you the age-old question that I ask everybody. We're going to start out from the very, 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 very beginning. Mo, what is the first song you can recall hearing ever?
I thought you was about to ask me something crazy. I was preparing myself.
Oh, no.
I think it's going to sound crazy, but Usher Burn is the first song that stuck with me. I don't think it's the first song I heard, but it's the first song, that's the first song I remember listening to at my youngest age.
Okay, let's pause right there. That's not crazy at all. That actually says a lot about your ears.
It's only because, all right, how you explain it? I'm 22, so my first listen should probably be a lot further back than that.
Yeah.
Than Usher. But that's the one that stick. I wanted to be like Usher.
Wait. That means you was born in 2002?
One.
Mm-hmm. Woo. I'm 10 years older than you. It's okay. But no. Confessions is a staple album. It's my favorite one. Yes. One of my favorite albums ever. It's really hard to say favorite because that's subjective. Anyways, that song in itself has a lot of, if there was a Bible of melodies, Confessions Part 2, Burn, My Boo, all of those are in there. And
that might be the first album I heard where every song on the album is fire.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not one song on there I can skip.
Chris Brown.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I think I feel like that about all Chris Brown albums, though. I like Chris Brown more than Usher.
Oh, you one of those.
I think Chris Brown better than Usher.
Okay, but hold on. But when Chris Brown was doing too much, making 40-track albums, you listen to all those, no skips?
That's Chris Brown right now, though.
Okay, you talking about Chris Brown.
We ain't on that. You talking about old Chris Brown.
All right.
Fame, She Ain't You, X album, Janae Aiko, Drunk Texting.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's go back to the Chris Brown era, to all that when music first started sticking to you, back to square one. Okay. Clearly, Usher was sticking to you for some reason, but do you remember where you was at when you first heard it? What was going on?
I was on a bus on the way to North Carolina.
So was it in your headphones? Or
I had a CD player.
Okay, so you had the CD.
Yes, I had the CD, and I had the little headphones.
Yeah.
We was on a bus on the way to North Carolina from New York to my grandpa's house.
Yeah.
I was just listening to the album. I was looking out the window, rain, and I just remember, let it burn. And then while I'm looking out the window, I feel like a story. It feel like a movie.
Yeah.
That's why the song's still stuck in my head.
Nah. Okay, so you mentioned going to North Carolina. Born and raised in Harlem.
Yes.
But you got some Southern influence in you, correct? Tell me the story. What's up with that?
I'm not going to say that. I have to say that.
Yeah, you do.
My mom's pops is born and raised in North Carolina.
Okay.
Right? But I'm fully Harlem. I'm 100% Harlem. My blood is from Harlem. I don't care about none of that down south shit.
I know Brooklyn hate to see you coming.
Yo, my pops is from Brooklyn, too.
So he's from Brooklyn. Mom's is from where?
Pops from Brooklyn. Mom's from Wagner in Harlem.
Okay. All right. But your grandpa?
From North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right. Well, what was he listening to when you would go there? And was it summers you were going there or
I'm not going to lie. My grandpa ain't really listening to no music like that. He ain't really listen to music like that. It was weird. I used to go over there and burn CDs. I used to pull all my favorite songs off YouTube.
He had a computer.
Make CDs, yeah.
Okay.
I used to make CDs for that bus ride back home.
Okay.
And that one CD that I had, it was an Usher CD. It was my mom's CD. I ain't have no CDs at the point.
Okay.
Listening to the Usher CD made me realize, okay, I want to make my own CDs too.
Okay.
I used to go burn CDs at my grandpa's crib in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And make track lists.
So you start making your own CDs, but when did you start making your own music?
That just started, actually. Not just started, but like, I started making music like my sophomore year, junior year maybe in high school.
So there's a huge gap between your first introduction to music getting stuck to you. You getting bit by the bug, as I would call it.
Right.
Right. And we can blame Usher Burn for that.
Yes, we can.
Very, very much so. But in between those years, between you making your own, like burning CDs and stuff like that, what were you doing to grow yourself into where you got to, or where you were at when you were in high school? You finally took the leap and started making your own.
All right, so it's kind of weird. Like, I never really expected, my fault. I never really expected to make music. So my early years, I had no involvement in making music. Like, I never thought this is what I would end up doing.
Yeah.
I liked sports. I was an athlete.
What'd you play?
So I played football. I started off playing basketball. Music was just my soundtrack to life. Like,
yeah,
all right, this is how I'm going to get through this. This is how I'm going to get through practice. This is how I'm going to do this. So I always listened to music, but I never thought it would be my calling, like, to make it. And I really realized I could make music after, like, I would sing covers. I would sing Usher. I would sing.
We got some R&B.
You know what I mean?
What? I ain't heard that. You didn't play that for me.
I'm talking. Just a little some, a little.
All right. So you was singing Usher. Who was you singing Usher to? My boo?
No, I was singing to Facebook. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, hold on. We got to dig that up.
I was singing to Facebook.
So
that's how I started making music.
Okay. All right. I know we all over the place, but I had to clarify that you actually were just using music for your own self until you got to the point where you're like, I want to make it too.
Right.
What made you start singing to Facebook?
Damn, this is gonna sound crazy, but I ain't really like. Growing up, I know I'm handsome now and all that. For me, I'm fly, I got money now. But growing up, it wasn't always like that. For me, I wasn't the flyest, or the girls wasn't knowing me first, but I had a voice, and I figured it out just singing, like growing up, like just trying stuff. My mom like, oh, you fake it? I ain't got a little something.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started going to school. I'm like, you know what? I know how to get these pretty girls. I go on Facebook, I'll post a status, yo, like my status, I'll sing a song dedicated to you. I got all the girls in the school liking my status. Now I'm posting videos on Facebook just singing songs. Like,
they was requesting a song, or you
literally
would choose
requesting it. I'm going into school the next day, the girl's like, you ain't sing my song on Facebook yesterday. Just like that.
Damn.
I came up, one of my mans in school who rapped, he actually took rapping serious.
Yeah.
Found one of them videos. And he came up to me like, yo, bro, I want you to sing something for my project. I'm going to give you what to sing. You don't got to write nothing. You don't got to do nothing.
All right.
Me at the studio.
All right.
And it was history. Like, from that day on, I went to the studio the first time, recorded, watched him do everything, the engineer.
Yeah.
I went back home, asked my mom for a Mac, and started learning how to use Logic on YouTube.
First of all, shout out to moms. Shout out to moms.
Shout out mom dudes.
Yeah. I think I may have first asked my mom for a CD player, not a damn Mac. That's some heavy artillery right there. But you said you wanted it, and you had came back with a dream.
And we getting money now.
Yeah,
it's all worth it.
Shout out to mom. But wait, hold on. Your first time in the studio, how was that?
Terrible. It was weird because I'm singing to a mic. Like, I'm used to just singing with my eyes closed, acting like nobody there. Now I'm singing to a mic with 4 other people that I go to school with, standing outside. So it's like,
yeah,
damn, am I performing right now? Is it just, am I just getting it done? Do it actually sound good? And I don't know. I think it took me a couple of sessions to really understand, like, all right, this is how it's supposed to sound in the studio.
So you had to start learning your sound.
Right.
And now that you got the equipment, you got the headphones, you got the mic, etc. So when you were in there in that booth, though, and you were trying to learn your sound, what were you doing to, like, let me back the question up. Obviously, when you're singing to Facebook, you can hear yourself, but you don't really hear yourself technically. You don't hear, like, maybe if you on key or off key. Like, did you surprise yourself in how you were able to, like, get yourself on key and figure your sound out? Or did you just have to get in there and start screaming and singing?
When I was posting these videos on Facebook, like, there was really no thought going into it. Like, I was just throwing them up on the gram. I was trying to, remember, I wasn't doing this for people to hear my voice. I was doing this to get girls.
Girls, yeah.
I just figured my voice would be the easiest way to do it. So I wasn't really thinking too hard about it, like posting those videos and doing all that. After I made the first song with Bro, I was already doing Broadway theater on my after school program beforehand.
Ah, wait, hold on. Theater.
Yeah.
You was in the after school theater program. Okay,
But
it's all starting to make sense.
But this is after the videos.
After the video. So after the videos, you was like, low key, I need to get into this for real.
Exactly.
So you got the Mac. You started learning Logic on YouTube. You're taking the theater program after school.
Like elite ensemble classes. Doing
okay.
Doing
you
like singing, like singing classes, doing octaves and do, re, mi, fa, sol.
No, how come I have not heard any of this? I've heard your unreleased music. We did not hear any of this.
Because it's like, I make music, like I really make music now. I get involved in so much stuff on a daily basis. Sometimes I forget I make music. Like, I just be doing anything. I be trying to find different outlets to have fun in my endeavors, right?
Yeah.
So, like, at the time, I wasn't really trying to make music. Like, R&B is like music for females. If it's coming from a man, I would think, like, R&B is for the women.
I guess.
Well, if a man is making R&B, I'm feeling like it's for the women to listen to. Like a Brent Faiyaz, The Dream, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
They all make music for women.
You listen to R&B, though.
Right.
Burn was for,
I'm making
who was
music.
Burn for?
I'm making music for the bros, though. Like, I'm making music for people who feel like they don't know how to get out the gutter, or people who feel like they too, like, stuck in the struggle. How do I work my way out?
Okay.
So now I'm kind of adapting to, all right, women run the world. How do I transition this struggle music into struggle music women can relate to as well?
Okay.
So I've been getting more into R&B now, but starting off, it was like, yeah, I'll sing it. I ain't making it, though. I got to talk about what's going on.
Copy.
On my block.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So theater, what did that teach you?
Damn. Theater taught me a lot, actually. The first thing it taught me was how to be professional. Because, you know, you're playing a character in front of strangers. Like, you're not playing yourself. So you got to know how to, like fake it till you make it, kind of, with that type of industry. It also kind of taught me how to sing. Not necessarily how to sing, like I knew how to sing before, but it taught me how to, like, control my voice and hit different octaves I would have never imagined I could hit before.
Mm-hmm.
And just try different new stuff. Like, a dude my size from Harlem is not supposed to be dressed up with face paint doing musical theater. Feel me? So it just got me into, like, if I could do this, I could do anything. And then it was easy for me when I started rapping, just thinking about, I've been doing this. Face paint on. Hot. I got my clothes wrapped up like I'm a Greek god.
Right.
Doing off-Broadway. Like, and now I get to be myself while still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It don't really bother me now. Like,
yeah,
I could do whatever I want. I can dress how I want.
So much about you that is starting to make even more and more sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I be sweating a lot. I'm hot.
It's okay. It is the lights on you, but when you see it on the screen, it's gonna look really good. It's all right. You got your rag. Okay, cut back to here. Anyways, I think I got.
Make sure I was sturdy real quick.
I think I got a good idea for when you finally start taking that leap. But I want to get to where, like you said, let's see, sophomore year of high school, but really, let's see, was it 2018 you dropped your first song? No, 2018? Okay, that's what I thought.
That was good math.
Yeah, I'm not good at doing math on the spot. Right, 2018 R2R Mo or Mr. R2R, which came first?
R2R Mo.
Okay. 2018 R2R Mo.
Or I was JCM Mo.
JCM Mo.
Just Chasing Money Mo. That was my first Instagram name.
I feel that.
Then it became Road to Riches.
Road to Riches.
It just sounded a little more like getting money than just chasing money. Like, Road to Riches.
Okay, so 2018 R2R Mo, well, formerly JCM Mo. When and why did you first drop that track, the first one? I forgot what it was called. Remind me.
Yo, it's like, all right, my first track I ever dropped was named I'm Different on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of feel like, it's crazy how everything go full circle, because I feel like I'm going through the same thing right now. Like, I made the I'm Different song because everybody in my school was making music, and I didn't think anybody was really good at it. So I'm like, you know what? I could do this too.
I'm different.
I'm different.
Yeah. And that's where it came.
Full circle. That's how I feel right now as we speak.
But you've been consistently dropping ever since then.
Right.
Right. Okay, so getting into that mode where you finally dropped your own track and then you start consistently dropping, how did you grow to where you are now? Like instead of rapping just because you're different, but rapping for your own art.
Honestly, at first it was like I figured out I was good at it. I'm like, okay, I could do this.
Yeah.
And then like slowly but surely, like just little stuff started happening. Like we took a couple losses. Like a few of our brothers passed away, and then my aunt passed away. So it was like, it started to get to the point where like, dang, I kind of like have to do this now. Like I don't have much of a choice. I got people that if they still had been here today, wouldn't have let me decide to not do it no more. So now that they not here, it's like, damn, like I gotta do it now. I gotta do it. Like I got people that's supposed to be here watching me do this right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like I gotta accomplish it like a little more. That's what got me into believing like I could do it. Like just that right there. And then, of course, for me, the fans, the community, just the way people treat me, like, it's real love. Like, I'm outside, random block in Harlem, rollie on, grills on, and people coming up to me like, yo, I listen to you every day. Nobody's coming up to me like, yo, let me see your wrist, trying to tap my pockets. There's no funny business. Like, it's love. It's just love everywhere I go, and I know that's based off my topics and what I'm talking about in my music.
Absolutely.
So that's really what got me like believing in the art. Like I can make my own music.
All right. I'm making music just to get the girls. You was trying to take people's girls, wasn't you?
Right.
Yeah, see?
Right.
First of all, was there any conflict there? I know something happened.
No conflict. Because I was there, remember? I'm only singing to get the girls. That's not seeing that the girls is going to come with me.
Oh, you just wanted the girls to be like, oh, sing me a song, sing me a song.
That's how I'm getting a little popularity around school.
All right.
Nobody else know me for nothing else.
So he built like Instagram, he built his audience, and then he started making his own music. And then he got all the love in the hood.
Bingo.
There we go.
Then the school start, yo, that was you singing on that song? Oh, no, you hard, keep going, bro.
Right, and you in the theater program.
Right.
All right, let's fast forward to how you, not how, but you mentioned you got to a point where you was like, nah, I have to do this. Now, anybody in a craft is going to study their craft. They're going to check on, not check, but look at influences that can help expand, their understanding of what they're doing. I have a question in my sound palette section that I want you to answer, and I want you to think hard about it. Not too long. We ain't got that much time, but think hard. So, this is called GOAT study. Obviously, we know what GOAT stands for, greatest of all time.
Right.
First of all, I need you to think about who your GOAT in music is, and then I need you to tell me what song you would study of theirs and why.
My GOAT of music is Juice WRLD. I would study the song Empty, and it's my favorite song and my favorite artist because I can't think of anybody who expresses themselves like me other than Juice WRLD, or knows how to express what they're going through and make it sound like damn, this nigga really going through something. Like everybody else generalizes it. Like they'll talk about going through something, but they'll dumb it down to make like, street people relate, or your dogs outside relate, or people here relate. My music, I feel like I'm vulnerable.
The haters relate. Yeah.
I feel like I'm vulnerable in my music. Like I don't really care how you feel about how I'm explaining myself. You might look at me outside and think I'm the softest person in the world just from my music. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody else could express that type of emotion other than like Juice WRLD. Like
I've gotten the answer before, and I myself, I feel like I started getting to Juice WRLD on the tail end of really maybe a year and a half before obviously he passed, RIP. But the amount of young musicians that are thriving, I'm gonna say it like that are influenced by him, there's a huge correlation between the ones that will. You answer that question so direct. You know that. You knew that answer.
I got 9.
You got it. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's real life.
Yeah. I shout out to Juice WRLD for providing a foundation out here that seems to have been lost at times, but he is living through him.
Right.
I really appreciate that. All right. This next game I want to play. Which one do I want to do? Let's talk about R&B, because I know you mentioned it earlier.
I'm gonna send you some right after this over. I'm gonna send you all my R&B.
Thank you. You got to send me that. But let's make an R&B playlist, okay? In this one, I want to challenge you to make an R&B playlist for the fellas. Like, what is your R&B playlist when you really feeling a lady?
112.
No, I need song titles.
Cupid.
Yes. Cupid. Okay.
High Five. Can't Wait Another Minute. High Five whole greatest hits album. Matter of fact, every song on that album is crazy. Quality Time. Can't Handle It. Just Can't Get Enough. All that.
Yeah.
Usher. Burn. Confessions Part 1, 2. My Boo. Chris Brown. She Ain't True. Nah, let me go deeper, Chris Brown.
Stop Tripping. Are your man?
Poppin'.
You was one of those. Poppin' was my least favorite track on that whole project. To some people, it's like the best one. I don't get it though.
I can understand why though.
Yeah.
Why people might not like that song though. But I can also understand why it might be the best on there.
All right.
I don't know. He was young though, so all the early music was like.
Do you have anybody currently to dedicate that playlist to?
Damn, he trying to get me. I don't got nobody dedicating nothing to right now.
All right.
I'm focused. I can't say nothing.
I mean, honestly, having a lady by your side does keep you focused if you got the right one. I ain't gonna hold you.
You right.
I ain't gonna hold you.
You right.
I ain't gonna hold you.
By the time this aired though.
In like two.
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, never mind.
It's over.
I almost got him. All right. Oh, he ain't got about the seat.
He knew you was about to get me. That's why he got up. He knew you was about to get me.
I should have shut up. I would have got you. Damn. All right, hold on. We got to fast forward because I don't want to run out of time here. I want to play one more game. And this one is going to be called, we can do Fly in the Booth. Okay, we know Juice is a GOAT. But let's talk about a track that when that track was made in the studio, that shit was a fucking blast. Like, I'm talking like, for me, in the club, 50 Cent, I know they had a fucking blast. Yeah. Even Tommy Richmond, $1 Million Baby, I know that was a fun-ass fucking track to, like, experience right then and there. If you could be a fly in the booth or on the walls in the studio or the recording session of any song, what would it be and why?
Ski by Gunna and Thug.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll be in there because it just lit. It just sound like a lit song, like, and they saying the same word over and over again.
Yeah.
So it just turned, like, I took a cabin trip right after that song came out, and we had skis, playing ski all day. Niggas. Feel me? Like, imagine being in that studio session, like, what? I feel like the richest man in the world.
Was you inspired to take the cabin trip after the song? Or were y'all always going on that trip?
But it was perfect timing because it was my favorite song at the time, and my mom just planned a cabin trip.
Oh, it was your mom.
Feel me?
Okay, with the fam.
Real cabin in the middle of nowhere. I could really go skiing.
Yeah.
So I put the song on.
Copy.
Get to mode.
Copy. All right. Let's get into a little bit more about your music, okay? Sexy Drill, obviously, is one of the I want to say, like, the most pure voices out of New York right now. Obviously, drill had its way, but we know Sexy Drill is definitely here to stay. Right. It is global now. We see that in your collaboration with Skepta. We see that in its influence with other artists now hopping on that wave. But being someone like you who's, can I say classically trained in music?
Yes.
Yeah, classically trained in music that understands melodies and how to flow in and out of those pockets. When you first got on your first Sexy Drill beat, did that feel natural to you? Or did you have to learn how to flow on it?
It felt very natural to me because Eddie Rivers, who I believe is one of the pioneers of Sexy Drill.
Shout out to him. His beats, all the beats he was playing me before I even really found out about the wave, I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about these beats like Sexy Drill. I was thinking about them like melodic trap. So I'm like, these is hard. Like, they sounding like, this is before I knew Sexy Drill become a genre. Eddie was making these beats. Mm-hmm. So these beats to me wasn't Sexy Drill, they was melodic trap, which is easy for me to get on because this is what I've been doing my whole life. Mm-hmm. So off the rip, me and Eddie just clicked. Like, he figured out, okay, I don't like beats. I don't like the super up beats. I want beats I can express myself on. So we like to call it like angelic drill, like the type of beat we're making now. Like the song?
Right. Boom.
Yeah.
So we like to call it that. Even the whole way through, like, I didn't really start classifying it as Sexy Drill until I started getting around the pioneers of the sound, like Cash, and Child, being around them, like, okay, this is really like a wave y'all started. Like, this is a real wave in New York. Mm-hmm. But beforehand, it wasn't really Sexy Drill to me. It was like melodic trap, so it was easy for me to rap on and come up with stuff too.
And so talk about how the collaboration with Skepta came about, because I feel like you kind of told me the story, but I want the world to know too.
So basically, Skep's day-to-day manager, Robbie, he's based in, well, he lives in New York. I said based. He lives in New York, and he's cool with GB, Glenn. That's Cash's manager.
Yeah.
So
shout out
GB,
to Glenn.
Yeah, shout out GB. GB was hitting me up like, yo, I was just talking to Robbie, and Robbie told me Skepta's favorite song is Fair to Me. So now we in the conversation like, all right, so what's next? Like, how we go from here? So Skep flew to New York, like just randomly.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, he flew to New York, and he was at the studio downtown, and GB hit me like, yo, Skep's in New York right now at the studio. He's asking for you.
Pull up.
And then he wanted to make something like Fair to Me. So we had Power Trav there. So me and Power Trav went over there, linked up, and we made the song. He played the beat. It was a rhythm and gas sample. So he already knew the beat he wanted to rap on. It kind of just felt like the room wanted to see if I'd be able to deliver. The beat was already pre-made. Like Power already been made the beat. Nobody sent it to me.
You talking about Miss Independent?
Yes.
Yeah.
That beat was made way before.
I know that.
Just nobody sent it to me. It was like, I don't even think I was really supposed to be recording that night. I was there to meet Skep.
Let's just talk to God real quick.
Exactly.
Putting you in that room.
Feel me?
And preparing you for that stage. You
there.
always prepare for the stage, though. Come on.
Man, I was there to meet. Matter of fact, it's because I'm from Harlem. We're going to leave that right there. Y'all go do y'all research on people from Harlem.
Well,
we got A$AP Rocky. That's all that's now. That's all that matter. We got A$AP and we got Rihanna technically.
All right.
Nah, okay. We got Rihanna.
You really can't claim. Let's just all right.
She's dating.
Anyway,
she could be dating anybody in the world. She's dating a dude from Harlem.
Okay, so Harlem niggas, woo woo. You got one. You got one with that.
Feel me?
Okay. Anyways, back to the studio session where you was on that stage and you performed. You didn't even know what you was performing for.
Yeah. So Trav played the beat. Skep was already freestyling to it beforehand, before I even anything.
Yeah.
So that means that he already knew he was gonna get on this beat. They plugged the beat up, and Robbie like, yo, Mo, you think you got anything to this? I'm like, bro, stop playing with me, bro.
Right.
And I just took the headphones.
And you got
recorded them 3 lines, and Skep looked at me, he said, he didn't even say anything actually. He just looked at me, he went, and dapped me up, and gave me a bottle of 42.
A whole bottle?
A whole bottle, like the whole case, like just brought the box in, like here.
Okay, so it was history from there.
It was history.
Can we expect more music from y'all too?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm with Drea, so we gonna say it. We supposed to be doing collab tape.
All right, we gonna put it out in the atmosphere.
Collab tape. I'm not gonna say how many songs. I'm not gonna say what kind of vibe it is. But we got Skep in our world for a little bit, man.
Yeah, I love that. So outside of that, let's talk about what's next from you, from R2R Mo, Mr. R2R. Oh, I keep saying.
I'm campaigning right now. I'm campaigning to be the best.
Okay.
So I just been locked in for just trying to make the best music I can make. I think when you start to think too hard about being the best, it starts to get you like carried away and out the loop.
Yeah.
You just focus on what you're the best at. Eventually, everybody else will realize that too. So right now, I'm just trying to make amazing music, and hopefully, we could be looking at a new project somewhere around like, I'm not telling y'all.
All right, Mo. So you've had a great time here at Drea Vibes today, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Been amazing.
We're going to do this again because there's so much about him and his story that I want to go way deeper into, and there's so much on his campaign coming up that he's going to accomplish that we're going to obviously have to come back here.
I'm only telling it here.
And
so
talking
make
about
sure y'all
yeah, you heard that? Okay, so Mo, what questions do you have for me? Or one question. What one question do you have for me?
All right. I thought long and hard about this one. A lot. But what do you think is the biggest difference in working for somebody like SoundCloud and not working for like a major?
Oh, there's a huge difference. The biggest difference is the fact that I literally get to like touch and feel and see the growth of artists. Literally, like obviously meeting you where you were in your career, not even like 6 months ago, to then you telling me about the Skepta knocking on y'all's door, then now this happening, and now it's, you know,
Right.
I get to see you grow. I get to see you enjoy it and take that ride versus working at a major label where you're hired to make something happen. I'm not hired to make anything happen. I'm just hired to cheer for you and show you how to use this platform to build an audience that is going to cheer with you along the way. Period.
Sound like I should all be leaving the majors. Well, we're going to leave that for another convo.
We're going to leave that for another convo. All right, y'all. It has been R2R Mo in the building with me. All right, Drea Vibes, vibing with R2R Mo. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And obviously go follow him on all socials and check out his music. Tap into Miss Independent too, okay, yes, for the ladies. And honestly, all of the Angelic is one of my favorite ones of his. Fair to Me is hard too. Then we got 9 Lives where he counted all the way up to, there's like memes and stuff going on around that one. But y'all already know what's up. Links are down there to follow and to check out his music. Peace out.